I'm going to quickly walk you through how to remove the inner tie rod from the steering rack. After you have the outer tie rod disassembled and the boot cover off, the only tools you're going to need is a flathead screwdriver, a hammer, and some sort of adjustable wrench. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to smack back the securing plate. What happens is it's bent forward to secure the inner tie rod. There's two sides that are bent forward. You'll see right here that I'm just going to hit it with a hammer and bend it back. Now that I have this side already smacked back, I'm going to do that to the other side. It's 180 degrees to the other side of the tie rod. So I'm going to go ahead and get that part removed now, or punched back. Okay, right now I'm going to use the adjustable wrench to kind of set it in the groove of the inner tie rod. There's a flat spot on both sides where you could kind of set that adjustable wrench on. It's kind of difficult because if you don't have the securing plate knocked back all the way, it does kind of prevent you from locking it. So right now I kind of need to smack the back side of it a little more so I can make sure I can get the wrench on all the way. I don't think you need the tool. There is a tool available. It's not really necessary in my opinion, as long as you have an adjustable wrench that's large enough. So once you get it on there, what I do is kind of tighten it and then kind of smack it off the hammer just to make sure I had it on there really nice and secure. So that way I can smack it and kind of break it loose and then spin it off. You'll see right here, I'm kind of smacking back the back side because I didn't get it all the way the first side. Just in case it wasn't obvious, I have the car secured on jack stands. I gave it a good shake test. The car's not going anywhere. Now that I have the wrench secured right on the inner tie rod, I'm going to give it a quick kick, and that broke it loose. You could smack it with a hammer, you could hit it, you could tug on it, but this is the quickest way in my opinion. If you have one that's seized or like on really tight, you might need to heat it up, use some penetration oil, but for this instance, I didn't need that. And you can see right here an up close shot of the securing ring. You probably don't want to reuse this if you're going to be swapping these out and replacing it. It looks like online they're included with the purchase of an inner tie rod, but you can see with the E30 tie rod that there is a female portion right here where the outer tie rod threads into it. On the E36 and E46 models, there's actually just the male part with the threads. Now you could cut that female part off and you'll have threads there. But for me, I'm just going to upgrade to the E46 outer tie rods or inner tie rods because they're a lot stronger, and I'm doing a control arm swap with the SLR kit. So I'm just going to beef up the entire steering system. But I'll show you a comparison right now of the differences between the E30 and the E46. With the E46, you can see there's a male piece of the inner tie rod. It's threaded here coming out versus the E31, which is a female part where the threads will thread into it. So with the kit that I have, it's not really compatible unless you cut off that female portion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.